Monkey go to banana shop. Banana cost 1 leaf. Next year monkey go back. Same banana, same shop. Now cost 2 leaves. Banana did not change. Monkey's leaves just became weaker. This is called inflation, and it is happening to every monkey. Right now, what is inflation? 10 years ago monkey's parents could buy entire week of groceries for 50 leaves. Today same groceries cost 120 leaves. Banana same, mango same, everything same. But leaves now worth less than before. This is inflation. Inflation means over time. Same amount of leaves buys less and less stuff. Money loses its power slowly, like a banana going bad. Every single day, monkey might not notice inflation day to day. But over months and years inflation silently eats monkey's savings, eats monkey's salary, eats monkey's future. Inflation is the quietest thief in the jungle. How is inflation measured? Monkey government cannot just guess inflation. Monkey government must measure it properly. So monkey government makes a list of things every ordinary monkey buys regularly: food, rent, transport, clothes, electricity, medicine, entertainment. This list is called the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. Every month monkey government checks prices of everything on the list. If prices went up by 3% overall, inflation is 3% that month. Simple in theory, but there is one big problem. Monkey government decides what goes on the list and how much weight each item gets. This means monkey government can make inflation look lower than it actually feels for ordinary monkey. Fancy items monkey never buys included on list. Rent monkey pays every month, sometimes underweighted. Many monkeys feel inflation is always worse than official number says. Many monkeys are probably right. What causes inflation? Inflation does not just happen randomly. Something causes it. Usually one of 3 things. Cause number 1, too many leaves chasing too few bananas. When monkey economy is doing well, monkeys have more leaves to spend. More monkeys want same bananas. Sellers see high demand. Sellers raise prices. Inflation goes up. Monkey economists call this demand pull inflation. Too much demand pulling prices up. Cause number 2, everything costs more to make. Sometimes cost of making things goes up. Wood gets expensive. Fuel gets expensive. Workers demand higher wages. Banana farmer passes these costs to buyer. Prices go up even when demand is same. Monkey economists call this cost push inflation. Higher costs pushing prices up. Cause number 3, monkey government prints too many leaves. This is the most dangerous cause. When monkey government prints new leaves without creating new value, there are suddenly more leaves in jungle but same number of bananas. Each leaf is now worth slightly less. Prices rise to compensate. Monkey economists call this monetary inflation. Too many leaves chasing same bananas. This is exactly what happened after 2020 in real jungle. Governments printed enormous amounts of money. Inflation went to highest levels in 40 years in many countries. Every monkey felt it at the supermarket. What is hyperinflation? Regular inflation is painful, but there is something much worse: hyperinflation. This is when inflation goes completely out of control. Not 3% per year, not even 50% per year. In Zimbabwe in 2008, inflation reached 89.7 sextillion%. Monkey needed wheelbarrow full of cash just to buy 1 loaf of bread. Price of bread changed every hour. In Germany in 1923 workers were paid twice a day. Because by lunchtime morning's salary was already worth less. Monkeys burned paper money as fuel. It was cheaper than buying wood. When monkey government prints too many leaves for too long, this is where it leads. Wheelbarrow full of worthless paper. How does inflation affect monkey? Inflation affects every monkey differently depending on what monkey owns. If monkey has savings sitting in bank account earning 1% interest, but inflation is 5%, a monkey is actually losing 4% of purchasing power every single year. Monkey thinks savings are growing. Savings are actually shrinking in real terms. This is called negative real interest rate, and it silently destroys monkey's savings over time. But if monkey owns a treehouse, inflation is actually good news. Treehouse value goes up with inflation. Mortgage payments stay same. Monkey wins. This is why rich monkeys love owning assets during inflation. Property goes up. Stocks go up. Gold goes up. Poor monkey with only savings account loses every year. Rich monkey with assets wins every year. Inflation is one of the main reasons. Gap between rich monkey and poor monkey keeps growing. What is deflation? Wait, if inflation is prices going up, is deflation prices going down? Yes, and deflation sounds like good news for monkey. Everything getting cheaper, monkey happy. But deflation is actually very dangerous if monkey thinks prices will be lower next month. Monkey waits to buy. If every monkey waits to buy, businesses make less money. Businesses cut jobs, monkeys earn less, monkeys spend even less, prices fall more job cuts, more spending cuts. This spiral is called a deflationary trap. And it is extremely difficult to escape from. Japan fell into deflationary trap in 1990s. The economy barely grew for 30 years. Monkey economists call it the lost decade. It was actually 3 lost decades. This is why central banks actually target small amount of inflation. Usually around 2% per year. Small inflation keeps monkey spending, keeps economy moving. Too little is almost as dangerous as too much. What is stagflation? Just when monkey thought it understood inflation, here comes something even worse. Stagflation. Stagflation is when economy is stagnant, not growing. Monkeys losing jobs, but prices are still rising rapidly at same time. This is worst of both worlds. Monkey has less money and everything costs more. This happened in 1970s when oil prices exploded. Economy slowed down. Inflation stayed high. Central banks could not lower interest rates to boost economy because that would make inflation worse. Could not raise rates to fight inflation because that would make recession worse. Monkey economists were completely confused. Monkey on street was completely broke. How do central banks fight inflation? When inflation gets too high, central bank has one main weapon: raise interest rates. Higher interest rates mean borrowing becomes expensive. Monkeys take fewer loans. Monkeys spend less. Businesses invest less. Demand for goods falls. Prices stop rising so fast. Inflation comes down. But raising interest rates too fast can cause recession. Too many monkeys lose jobs. Economy slows too much. This is the most difficult balancing act in all of jungle economics. Central bank must raise rates enough to kill inflation, but not so much that they kill the economy. They get it wrong surprisingly often. How can monkey protect from inflation? Monkey cannot stop inflation, but monkey can protect against it. First, do not keep all savings in cash. Cash loses value during inflation. Even good savings account rarely beats inflation fully. Second, invest in assets. Stocks historically beat inflation over long term. Property beats inflation. Gold beats inflation. Even some cryptocurrencies claim to beat inflation, though monkey is still deciding about that. 1. Third, invest in yourself. Skills that make monkey more valuable mean monkey can demand higher salary. Higher salary keeps pace with inflation better than savings account. Fourth, if monkey has fixed rate mortgage, inflation is actually helping monkey. Debt stays same in number terms, but money worth less, so real value of debt shrinks over time. Inflation is not fair. Inflation does not affect every monkey equally. But understanding it is first step to fighting it. So to summarize, inflation is when same leaves buy less and less over time, caused by too much demand, rising costs, or too much money printing, measured by consumer price index, fought by central banks raising interest rates, good for asset owners, bad for cash savers. Terrible when it becomes hyperinflation, also terrible when it disappears completely into deflation. Basically, money is very complicated and everything is always slightly on fire. But now monkey understands why. This is not financial advice. Please do not sue monkey. Check out other broke monkey videos for more confusing money things explained with bananas. Support broke monkey so monkey can keep making videos and not lose to inflation like everyone else. Apes together strong.